Welcome to Fast Effect Double Speed Magic the Gathering. And what madness is this? We have Andre on a Gruul Ponza deck and Tony on Bug Smog. Ponza, named for a sandwich, is land destruction plus burn plus fatties. Literally named for making your opponent eat it like a sandwich. And we're going to see what that does against this Bug Smog deck, which is probably going to be all in on this Witherbloom Apprentice combo with Chain of Smog, the new addition thanks to Strixhaven. Chain of Smog was technically in the format, however, now it actually is a infinite combo. It's got a lot of weaknesses, most notably Chain of Smog. I mean, you're going hellbent. You're actually lowering the shields, even if you had some counter spells. They are not going to protect you once you discard your entire hand. And it looks like land down for Tony. And the Assault will likely take out a few of his lands in the early stages. It is the type of thing that a fine-tuned deck can sometimes struggle with. It's one of the reasons why it's been not popular, but a choice that people have made throughout the years playing Magic. Occasionally you'll just get there, and Scavenging Ooze is going to be fatally pushed. Sufficient 1-mana removal. To think of some of the suboptimal cards I've had to play in the Legacy just to maintain a solid mana base. I've run Innocent Blood in control decks, Ghastly Demise. I mean, some pretty weak stuff. Now, Bone Crusher Giant. Oh, and it looks like he was actually going on an adventure during the end step. And Force of Negation gonna stop this. Presumably land destruction spell. Yeah, it's worth noting you can definitely get caught playing Bone Crusher Giant into something like Force of Negation that wouldn't be able to handle the body. Baleful Strix. And we'll see how this stacks up versus Andre's threats. If he has another Bone Crusher Giant, this could cascade out of control very quickly, as that's one of the more efficient ways to remove Baleful Strix, is with a Bone Crusher Giant. And it looks like he has it. Tony getting ready to hardcast Force, perhaps, fetching a land in response. And they're all tapping for Force of Will. Good old-fashioned 5-mana counterspell. This did promise to have some crazy lines. Some type of Stone Rain effect taking out Tony's land. Now Sylvan Library, and that is just an absolutely devastating turn of events here. Oh, and I don't like this Tireless Tracker. I don't. I feel like you got to swing there and potentially clear the way for your Tireless Tracker with the Bone Crusher Giant. Maybe Andre's confident that he's going to be able to take care of this Baleful Strix without too much difficulty. Also only getting one clue. I mean, you can sandbag a fetch land and potentially get a ton of value out of your Tireless Tribe and a Tireless Tracker. And just like that, Witherbloom Apprentice and Chain of Smog ends that game right as it was getting interesting. Absolutely brutal versus a deck with no counter magic. And really, Andre's going to want to hold on to some of that removal probably. Once Tony is hellbent and can't respond in any way, then you can go ahead and kill that Witherbloom Apprentice and You know, at that point, they've got no cards in hand, and, you know, no Witherbloom Apprentice. If you can kill it with, say, I mean, even bouncing it to their hand is acceptable. Anything like that. Just let them get rid of all of their cards in hand first before you interact. Once that Chain of Smog is committed as well, so it can't actually go infinite once you disrupt. But Tony picking that first one up. A Utopia Sprawl for Andre. Starting out, he's looking to ramp into some land destruction. Really contain whatever it is Tony's going to try and do. Sylvan Library. 5 cards in hand splayed out. Fetch lands, just so good. Just the fact that they can't be targeted effectively by things like Stone Rain. Big part of the reason why that's not a larger effect within the format. And no, I have no idea what that interaction was. You let me know in the comments. We had Sylvan Library being taken out by a card that I don't recognize the art, and now Brainstorm and a Thoughtseize. Let's take a look at what Andre's got going on here. Double Reb, Double Bolt, Choke, and an Eidolon with not enough mana. And this keep has not been bailed out. And unless the top of the deck comes to the rescue, he's going to be in absolutely terrible shape. Red Elemental Blast is used on this Ponder. Tony just jamming the blue spell into the known counter. And now a Baleful Strix, which again will... Oh, not getting countered. I am surprised by that. Baleful Strix turning sideways. The squad is assembling. Lightning Bolting Strix is not really where you want to be. And boy, is that like Lady Aria or something from Throne of Eldraine? What is this? It's got a watermark on it. It's dead. Well done, guys. You got me on that one. I am not sure what that card is. Someone let us know in the comments and we'll tag that. Baleful Strix continues the beatdown. More owls drawn to the cause. Feedback loop. Just keep drawing more cards. Keep committing to the board. Pulling farther and farther ahead. Making the removal less and less consequential. As a lot of the damage done is just the steady stream of cards replacing themselves. Land destruction also greatly hindered when your opponent is just continuing to draw cards. They'll be less likely to miss the land drops. Yeah, like it's not coming to mind what that card is. And now here's the Witherbloom Apprentice. Now, I believe Andre still has a Lightning Bolt, so Tony can't really go for it. Oh, boo. He uses it now. So during the end step, he bolts the Witherbloom Apprentice. And now Eidolon comes down. Now, you're not casting the extra Chain of Smogs. So it's not an amazing card here. Blood Moon. Looking to shut off Tony's mana base. Now we can't fetch a basic swamp. Looks like he's going to be floating mana to Abrupt Decay. Or Assassin's Trophy. Eidolon is able to ping him for his casting of his spell. And Andre is able to get a land into the battlefield. Looked like it went into his hand there, but he's got one going into the battlefield. Didn't quite follow that. Baleful Strix turning sideways, one staying home. And again, poking. Baleful Strix, 2 more damage. And at this point, possible we'll see a couple birds at a time in the air, speeding up the clock. Oh, all 3. Is that a lethal strike? It may be a lethal strike, or perhaps the math just adds up, going from a 4-turn clock to a 3-turn clock, something like that. And now Euro. Yep. That'll do. That'll do. So Euro is going to be able to show up, gain life, next turn escape if need be. I don't even know if it is necessary. 3 more damage comes in, and that is going to do it as Tony picks that one up. Despite not comboing there, just a bunch of Baleful Strix turning sideways. You know, attrition can be a tough thing in Magic. If you're trying to trade 1-for-1 like that and your opponent's outdrawing you, it is not going to end well. That is all for this one, but don't worry, there is a lot more. You can check out our older videos, and we're always putting out new videos from ELD's Time Vault Games in Bellingham, Massachusetts. If you want to help the channel, of course, you can like, subscribe, share, tap that notification bell so you can know the next time our new videos come out. Thanks for watching.